I am delighted to welcome Colette Normandeau today. Thank you so much, Colette, for taking time to talk to me a bit more about your masterclass. So you are presenting one of the masterclasses in 2026, and the title of your masterclass is very alluring. It is Balancing and Aligning Soul and Ego, Creating a Successful Future for Yourself and Your Business. So please do start by telling us a little bit more about yourself and your presentation.
First of all, thank you for having me and creating this moment. I'm really happy to be present and to be supporting the community. So for those who don't know me, Colette Normandeau, I am from Quebec City, Canada. And I'm an international NLP master trainer. I'm also a coach, a facilitator of SFM. I work with Robert Dilts and his leadership team. And I also have an NLP school in Quebec City called L'Essentiel. I've been in the field for over 20 years, 25 years, supporting people on their journey. And that's who I am in a nutshell.
Beautiful nutshell.
And I'm excited to be bringing forward the work of Robert Dilts, which is success factor modeling. So this session about balancing soul and ego is presenting what Robert created. We're going to be talking about the mindsets that it takes to succeed. And since I've been supporting coaches and leaders and entrepreneurs for over 20 years, I see the challenges of building a successful business and also being true to who you are. Mm. So I see the tools that Robert has created as very profound, practical tools that help us harmonize all the parts of our being. So I'll be presenting a roadmap for people who want to stay true to themselves, make good in the world through their NLP business. And it can also be open to other people that are not necessarily NLP based, but want to know what the latest tools are. And so they want to create a better life for themselves. They want to make a difference in the world, and they want to be successful, to be able to continue their journey. And there's many challenges. How do we move around those challenges? So I'll be presenting great tools.
Exactly, and Robert's book, Success Factor Modeling, is one of our Bibles. It's such profound work. So it will be really exciting to have access to that. So thank you. So what is fresh, innovative, and new about your masterclass that delegates will take away?
I think it's all of this idea of integrating two things that are sometimes seen as being very opposite, soul and ego. And so there's many approaches that either tell you to get rid of ego. Ego's not good. You don't want ego. There's too much ego in the system. And it's like over honoring one part of our being. So what is fresh is honoring all parts. We need our ego, but how do we find that just positioning of our ego to help our business thrive? I know I teach a lot of coaches, and coaches, they want to make a difference in people's lives, and they want to help, but at the same time, they're like big souls, big hearts, and they want to make a difference, and at the same time, they have a hard difficulty taking their place in the world, getting themselves known, getting to that place of charging their fees, and so that there's a need for the boost of the ego. And then there's other approaches that over honor the ego. So get out there, be the best. You are at the forefront. Be the next Tony Robbins. And so we're not saying that you can't be that. How do you harmonize it? So the fresh part of this session is getting to that point where you can honor both and see how they fit together and they can become great partners and allies in creating the life you want and the business that you want. So that's what I would say is the fresh outlook.
And one that's much needed, I think, especially possibly in our industry. So yes. So what top tip would you give to delegates thinking of attending your masterclass?
A top tip. Success starts with alignment. When you are aligned in your being and at this level, there's the system supports you. You are not just alone on this journey. So yeah, start by honoring all parts of your being and align all parts of your being, and this is what the session is all about.
Beautiful, thank you. So Colette, what inspired you to want to present one of the NLP masterclasses?
Well, first of all, it's always a joy to participate in everything that NLP creates. I love the community that you've created. I love the values. I love the essence. I love the spirit, the energy that is there. Every time I am there, I meet incredible people, and it's part of my mission to be supporting people on their journey. And I'm so passionate about NLP that it's like coming home and supporting my family with things that I'm there to share. So yeah, I think that there is such a beautiful energy that is created when we're supporting each other, and that's why I'm there. And for me to bring these elements that Robert created with the success factor modeling, balancing ego and soul, is also in line with what I'm doing with fourth generation, and how do we integrate more spiritual intelligence. So this is sort of a stepping stone. Once we have that balance of ego and soul, wow, there's beauty and magic that arrives. So that's what inspires me to be there with you.
Oh, thank you, Colette. So just to remind those watching, Colette is presenting one of the masterclasses in 2026. Your presentation is actually taking place on Thursday, the 26th of March, 2026 at 1700 hours, that's GMT. And we've got 3 hours to have a deep dive into balancing soul and ego. So just to remind people of the title of your presentation, it is Balancing and Aligning Soul and Ego, Creating a Successful Future for Yourself and Your Business. That's going to be a very powerful session. So thank you so much for Colette for taking time to explain a bit more about your presentation today. It's been lovely to see you.
Thank you, Karen.